Hey guys, my name is Max. Welcome to my movie channel. Today's video, we're going to be talking about what you can expect if you start working at a dealership as a technician or a lube tech, pretty much. So I know if you guys are like me, when I graduated my 2-year general automotive program, I was pretty much wondering what's it going to be like on the first day? What am I going to need to bring? What type of jobs am I going to be doing? What's the pre-employment process like? So I'm going to kind of run through it a little bit in this video. So the pre-employment process, you're going to need to do a drug test and you're going to need to do a background test check. You're also going to need to have a clean driving record. Very important to have all of those things, right? And then let's see. Once you get hired, you're going to have to do paperwork with HR, direct deposit stuff, tax forms and stuff like that. Now, the first couple of days, what are you going to be doing? Well, it depends on if you already finished your training prior to being hired or if you do it as you get hired. So if you do your training as you get hired, obviously the first couple of days you'll be doing the training on the computer and stuff like that, learning the basics for your job. So I am a lube technician at Honda, and I will tell you pretty much the tools, what you're going to need if you are hired as a lube tech. So obviously you're going to need a box, right? Somewhere to put your stuff. You're going to need a way to take off the tires, probably a 1/2-inch impact gun. You could go electric, you could go pneumatic. Either way you go, if you go electric, keep your batteries charged. If you go pneumatic, make sure you oil your gun. Take care of your tools and they'll take care of you. That's what my teacher, shout out Mr. Fernandez, he always used to say that. Shout out Mr. Roland too. That's right. So always take care of your tools and do things like that. It's very important to take care of them. So you're going to need a 1/2-inch impact anyway. You're going to need a 3/8 socket set. Obviously, you're going to need a 3/8 ratchet. You're going to need pliers, vice grips, screwdrivers, Phillips and flat. You're going to need wrenches. You can get combination wrenches. Ratcheting wrenches or non-ratcheting wrenches. You're going to need a hammer. And you're going to need some picks. You're going to need a really good light. You might need a mirror. And you might need a magnetic pickup tool. And I'm pretty sure that covered pretty much... Oh, you're going to need a oil filter wrench or an oil filter plier. I've been using the pliers, and luckily there's enough space for me to do that on every single vehicle that I've come across so far. But you might not have that luck. You might actually need the little cap thing that you spin with a ratchet. You're going to need extensions, by the way, also. I think that pretty much covers the basics. Now, what are you going to be doing in the job? Well, you're going to be doing a lot of stuff. Obviously, you're going to be doing oil changes, tire rotations, multi-point inspections. You're going to be doing air filters, engine air filter, cabin air filter. You're going to be doing battery tests, replacing the battery. You're going to be doing tire mounting, tire balancing, and you might have more or less responsibilities depending on your job, where you're working. So it all depends. Now, the most important thing, advice-wise, I can give you is always make sure you do everything correctly. Make sure everything is torqued down to specification. Make sure you tightened up that oil filter. Make sure you tightened up the drain bolt. Make sure you add oil to the car. Make sure you add oil to the... Not oil. Make sure you add wiper fluid to the reservoir. When you're doing those multi-point inspections, make sure that you take extra care and that you find things. Don't sell things that people really don't need, because people hate that. But if you see something that they could use, make sure you document it, and that generates more money for the shop. Also, if it's something that you could do, that'll give you, more things to do, which you could flag those hours. You will be flagging hours, but it won't really affect you because usually you'll be like hourly. So it's really not going to make a difference, but it will make a difference also because the people will see, oh, last week you flagged 7 hours, this guy sucks, or something like that. So always make sure that you document things. Make sure that you learn the computer program system, whatever you're using. Make sure you learn how to operate that. Very important. And then another thing, probably the best tip I can give you is if you have any free time, talk to your service director and see if you can shadow people inside, like the actual technicians. Make sure you ask them a lot of questions, but don't piss them off. Don't ask them stupid questions. If you have an actual question, even if it sounds stupid, ask it to them and be like, hey man, this might sound dumb, but, and then whatever the question may be. My experience, they're more than happy to show you everything, explain things to you. A lot of things you're going to know from whatever college or education that you have, but each manufacturer has their own little integral, in what am I trying to say? Intricities. That's the wrong word, but you know what I'm trying to say. They have their own little things. I've learned a lot, about the Honda things, certain little things that differentiate them. So it's pretty good, make sure you shadow people, ask them if you can watch, or better yet, ask them if you can help them. So far I've observed and watched various things, I've done, in that, like a starter motor, an AC condenser O-ring, just the O-ring was leaking, it's right there. So it was like, not too bad. It was right there, literally. And then, an expansion block on a 1234 YF system, brake fluid flush. Let's see what else. Transmission output shaft seal, CV axles. What else did I see or help out with? I'm sure there's other things right now, I just can't remember. But always make sure that you utilize your free time wisely. Don't be on the cell phone, texting or looking up, whatever. Facebook, I don't know, Instagram. Just don't waste your time, because at the end of the day, if you want to get out of that lube tech position, you got to put in the time and the effort, and you got to learn things. You got to learn things. So again, I think I already said this, but if things are really chaotic and there's like a line of cars, just make sure that you do everything right. Oh, I already did say that. That's more important than going super fast. If you go fast, you might mess something up. So just take your pace and take a breath and just remember, it'll be okay. You know what I mean? Do what you can. And speed comes with time, obviously. Very important. If you think you're not going to get faster, you will. So that's another thing to keep in the back of your mind. Let's see here. Something else I wanted to say. I have no idea. Somebody just sent me a text message, but I don't think it was for me, because what they said made no sense. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. That's what you can expect. That's what you're going to do before you get hired. That's pretty much what you're going to be doing the first day is the computer program. That's what your job's going to be like. Those are the things you're going to need. And that's my best advice that I can give you is just learn, move up, get out of the lube tech position, become an actual technician, and that's going to be where you want to be. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please leave me a comment, because I know that, I was, where you guys are, and I'm still new. I'm not saying like I'm been there for 7 years. I've been there for 7 days. But definitely learned a lot, seen a lot. I've seen a lot of things already, like very interesting things, cool things that, I just learned and I picked up, things that people showed me and explained to me. It's a really good experience, it's a good job. But also, I guess the last thing I want to say is be prepared, because customer cars are going to be very hot. So you're going to get used to it, though. So don't worry about it. And then the other thing is be prepared for long hours. Like last week I did 47.3 hours. So just be ready to put in hard work, and it'll pay off later. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. My name is Max. I already said that in the beginning. Catch you next time.